Imagine a man who lived what millions would call the American dream. Beloved athlete, television personality, cultural icon. But his name would become one of the most controversial in modern criminal history, O.J. Simpson, a household name turned center of shock, scandal, and debate. On June 12, 1994, 2 lives were taken in a brutal crime that captivated the world. 2 innocent people dead, a stadium of evidence, a headline that refused to fade, and the question that followed millions of viewers, jurors, and armchair detectives. Did O.J. Simpson commit one of the most notorious murders in American history? In this deep dive documentary, we will follow the rise of O.J. Simpson from football greatness to fame and fortune. His relationship with Nicole Brown Simpson, troubled, tumultuous, and marked by domestic violence. The events of the night of the murders, moment by moment. The investigation, controversial, problematic, and explosive. The trial, dubbed the trial of the century, and the verdict that shocked millions and divided a nation. This is the story of fame, love, violence, justice, and a courtroom battle that defined an era. Let's begin. O.J. Simpson, born Orenthal James Simpson, was born on July 9, 1947, in San Francisco, California. Raised in a working-class neighborhood and tested early by life's hardships, yet he found triumph on the football field. At the University of Southern California, Simpson became a star, winning the prestigious Heisman Trophy in 1968. He entered the NFL and became a record-breaking running back for the Buffalo Bills. In 1973, Simpson rushed for 2,003 yards in a single season, a milestone that stood unmatched for years, but O.J. was more than an athlete. He was a brand, a face seen on commercials in Hollywood films like The Naked Gun and celebrated nationwide. He was wealth, fame, and charisma, but behind the image were cracks few wanted to see. His personal life told a different story, a story that would set the stage for tragedy. Nicole Brown met Simpson in 1977 when she was only 18. O.J. was 28 years her senior, famous, successful, and soon controlling. They married in 1985 and had 2 children, Sydney and Justin. From the outside, they appeared to be the perfect couple. But behind closed doors, things were far from perfect. There were repeated incidents of domestic violence, documented calls to police, photographs of bruises, and neighbors who witnessed terrifying confrontations. In 1989, Nicole's fear reached a breaking point. She called police in tears, fearful for her life. Simpson was arrested for domestic violence. But due to his status and influence, he faced minimal consequences. By 1992, Nicole had filed for divorce, seeking safety, but O.J.'s obsession did not end with separation. What followed would lead directly to one of the most infamous nights in criminal history. Sunday, June 12, 1994, Brentwood, Los Angeles. Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman were at her home. Ron Goldman, a 25-year-old waiter, had come by simply to return a pair of glasses. But what happened next was horrific. Nicole was found outside her home, her throat violently slashed, nearly decapitated. Ron Goldman was also murdered, stabbed repeatedly in a scene of extreme brutality. The crime scene was chaotic, blood spattered on walls, footprints leading away, and a path of evidence that would become central to what followed. Investigators quickly considered one man their primary suspect, O.J. Simpson, his history of domestic abuse. No solid alibi for the night, and bitter divorce made him person of interest number 1. But the investigation was flawed. The crime scene was contaminated. Unauthorized people walked through. Evidence was mishandled. Yet investigators collected blood that matched Simpson's DNA, a glove found at the crime scene, footprints tied to his shoes. And more, these would become pivotal pieces in a courtroom battle unlike any before it. June 17, 1994. Simpson was scheduled to surrender to the police. But instead, he vanished. A white Ford Bronco appeared on Los Angeles freeways, driven by Simpson's friend Al Cowlings. Live cameras trailed him. For millions of Americans, time stood still as the slow-speed chase unfolded. It was surreal, like watching a legend fall in real time. Inside that vehicle was a man armed, emotional, and on the brink. After hours of tension, Simpson surrendered, and the world braced for the courtroom battle ahead. The prosecution presented what appeared to be damning evidence, DNA matches, blood from the crime scene, gloves found in Simpson's home and at the murder site, footprints and eyewitness testimony. Simpson's defense team, the Dream Team, dismantled the case piece by piece. They attacked the credibility of the police, especially Detective Mark Foreman, whose history of racist comments was revealed. And then came the iconic line, "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." A glove that didn't appear to fit Simpson on camera created reasonable doubt in the minds of jurors. After months of proceedings and intense media coverage, on October 3, 1995, the verdict was announced not guilty. The decision shocked the nation. Some saw justice served. Others saw justice denied. Though acquitted in criminal court, Simpson faced civil consequences. In 1997, the families of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman sued him for wrongful death. He was found liable and ordered to pay more than $33 million in damages. Years later, Simpson released a book titled If I Did It, a hypothetical account that many interpreted as a confession. And in 2007, Simpson was convicted of armed robbery in an unrelated case and sentenced to 33 years in prison. From beloved athlete to one of the most polarizing figures in criminal history. The O.J. Simpson case remains a cultural touchstone, a case that still sparks debate. So the question remains, did O.J. Simpson commit the murders? Or did the justice system fail? We may never have a definitive answer that satisfies everyone. But one thing is certain, this case changed how America sees fame, justice, and truth. If you found this documentary insightful, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dive crime documentaries. Thank you for watching.